I know some of you who follow this channel will be really surprised, but let me tell you which is my favorite sim and which is the best sim for you, and why those two statements can be totally different. The last 2 weeks, Ermin Hamidovic, one of the fastest growing sim racing channel and one of my favorite sim racing content creators, made few videos about iRacing with few very interesting statements which raised many questions in my head. But first, let me tell you which is my favorite sim. Some of you have seen me producing tons of content with Assetto Corsa Competizione, Automobilista 2, AC, RaceRoom and other sims, but my personal favorite all-time remain iRacing, and here is why I believe that is the case with me. My quick story is I'm former rally driver, and around 2006 I started using Richard Burns Rally as a practice tool to develop further my driving skills, and was the best we had at the time, but wasn't ideal. Around 2011, a friend introduced me to iRacing and everything changed for me. I found my driving understanding was totally wrong and my aggressive style left a lot of time in every corner. And long story short, after a year with iRacing, I found around a minute per 10 km stages. Now, I don't want to dive deep in the human biology, but after such a result, my reward system hit the limiter, and with my passion for racing, I found myself spending every free minute in the sim trying to become a better driver. I spent the next 8 years in the most competitive environment, constantly dealing with great talents from all over the world, having my moments winning titles and other moments losing on the edge. Conditions to get my brain addicted to those up and down experiences so powerful, which slowly fade away the need of real racing. What a big statement. Probably 99% of you are thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Is sim racing better than real? No, it's not. If there is something you have to learn from this video, please pay attention to this. The human experience depends on a single molecule created in the brain and body called dopamine, but the level of the experience itself depends on the current state and quantity of this molecule at the given moment. Simple example is, if you win a race after 20 starts and was really close fight, it will be great memorable moment, but if you win 5 races in a row, probably on the 5th one, you will feel nothing. It will be the same when you eat your favorite food once per month or every day, and will be the same with any other pleasurable experience. The reason we experience differently the same actions or results at any given moment strongly depends on the quantity of the dopamine already circulating in our brain before that given experience. If the normal state is this baseline here and eventually something exciting happens in your life, there will be a spike in the dopamine levels, and your brain will detect that difference and create a pleasurable memory for that experience. But immediately after, we'll try to return to normal levels, and there is big reason for that. This is the most powerful engine nature creates for almost every living organism and is the main reason for our surviving. Anyone who had the idea to cheat his own nature become heavily depressed or ended overdose. We really have to understand this. We can't have great memorable experience before the dopamine level return to normal state, because our brain doesn't care what spiked the dopamine, but only detect the difference and then pay attention to the cause and create those memories. And that's the reason why my craving for real racing fade away after daily usage of competitive iRacing. My dopamine levels were different, and that spike from real racing wasn't enough to keep me engaged and keep me motivated to overcome all the problems supported with the real racing. And trust me, there are many problems you have to overcome before you even start think about driving. Now, does my personal story make the iRacing the ultimate simulator out there? Absolutely not. There is something we really have to understand. Being honest doesn't mean your personal truth is universal truth for everybody out there. iRacing is my favorite sim ever, but I'm fully aware I'm addicted to this sim. After so many years, my brain mixed the software with the reality, and I will always be biased. Even stopping iRacing for a year and driving other sims daily, I can see my brain actively looking for confirmation they have wrong physics and iRacing is the best, and that is because my brain already thinks iRacing is the real world. Anything different to what I already know is wrong, and that is what will always make me biased. So, which is the best sim racing software then? If we ask Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Ashley Sutton, Jose Maria Lopez, Rubens Barrichello, and so on, those great drivers will tell you probably iRacing is their favorite sim software, and we will start thinking that must be true because they are authorities with great achievements, right? But then we have James Baldwin, the world fast gamer who win a seat in Jason Button GT3 McLaren team and smashing the competition left and right, who practice inclusively on ACC and believes that is the best tool for his driving skills, but his teammate Jason Button practice inclusively on rFactor. It is really confusing, right? Are they less authorities? I don't think so. Are they lying? I don't think so. As I said before, being honest doesn't mean that it's universal truth, and we all experience things slightly differently, and we don't have conscious control of our experiences. I am sure one of the sim titles out there must be a step closer to the reality, but only science can give the real answer, and to this date I'm not aware of such experiment. But even if science gives all the proofs and put my favorite title on the last place, that will not change my personal perception, because my personal truth is built from my own experience. So if you already have sim title which is the best for you, don't never ever try to convince someone else to your beliefs if he thinks differently. This is wasted energy. If some new driver asks you about which is the best sim, try to always encourage them to test everything they can and let them decide through their own experience. Be aware, just because of your authority you've built with your long experience doesn't mean that is universal truth. We see world top drivers have different opinions, which is absolutely normal. They are humans just like you and me. We work with the same biology. Just be aware and be responsible. Selling your beliefs to somebody else, there is a great chance you can steal some great experiences from their life, so I don't think we have the rights to do that. Now you see what is my favorite sim racing title and what is the best sim racing title out there, and which is the best sim racing title for you are three totally different things, but again, I can be completely wrong. You're the one who must decide. See you in the next one.